Hey friends, it's Miss Sonatore. Today I am at my house. I'm actually outside in my yard enjoying a nice beautiful day, so I hope you will too. Today I am here going to read you another story just like I did yesterday. But before I start, I just want to remind you and tell you one more time how much I love you and how much I miss you. I'm going to give you a hug through my phone. I can't wait till we're back together again soon, and I'm staying positive. I know we'll be together very soon. So let me read you this story. It is called Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns to Listen. Now, we've read a few of the other Howard B. Wigglebottom stories, so I want you to think of a connection you can make to this Howard B. Wigglebottom story. I like saying his name. Try to say his name one time with me. Ready, go. Howard B. Wigglebottom. I told you it was fun. All right, so this is Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns to Listen. Meet Howard B. Wigglebottom. Howard is always in trouble at school because, well, Howard just doesn't listen. During story time, instead of quietly listening, Howard bounces around the room. Howard B. Wigglebottom, please sit down. Be quiet and listen, his teacher says. But Howard doesn't listen. Howard B. Wigglebottom, you are bouncing too close to the fan. But Howard doesn't listen. If you look closely, his bunny ears got all twisted up because he didn't listen. Hey Howard, watch your step. At lunchtime, his friends tried to warn him, but Howard doesn't listen. He slipped on a banana and spilled his whole lunch. After lunch, Howard's friend tries to tell him something important. Blah, 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 blah. But Howard doesn't listen. Think about how that friend felt when Howard wasn't listening to her. Think about how that would make you feel. On the playground, Howard's teammates try to help him. Keep your eye on the ball, Howard. Boink! But Howard doesn't listen. In the art room, the teacher reminds the class, kids, try to keep the paint on your paper. But Howard doesn't listen. So the teacher asks him to take a time out. He feels sad. Howard doesn't like being alone and in trouble. He thinks and thinks about his day. Howard makes up his mind. From that moment on, he will try very hard to be the best listener he can be. The next day, Howard does listen during story time. He waits for his turn to talk and then asks a question about the story. Howard gets a big star because Howard is really listening. While walking home, Howard uses both his eyes and ears to stay safe. Howard is really listening. When Howard gets home, he listens to his mother. Please hang up your backpack and clean your room now. Okay, Mom. Howard is really listening. So Howard gets extra time to play and have fun. Awesome ears, Howard. Time for a bedtime story. Please brush your teeth first, Howard. Howard B. Wigglebottom is really listening. Almost all of the time. And that is the end of our story today. Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns to Listen. I want you to think about your favorite part of the story. The reason I chose this book to read is because our class, we are awesome listeners. We use active listening, we use first time listening, and you guys are awesome at doing that in school. But I want to tell you that that doesn't stop at school. While you're at home, you need to be an active listener to any parents or any adults you have at home, and also be a first time listener. So be like Howard and learn to listen. Do your personal best at home. Love you all so much. Excited to see you soon. Talk to you again tomorrow.